Soon we'll once again be watching the best drivers in the world give it their all. It's proved to be a tough run of form of late for the team and for their team principal, who'll be all too aware of the board's dwindling confidence. Let's get this underway. We're moving on now to the all-important qualifying session.
The ups and downs of Interlagos mean a full-speed qualifying lap can be hard on both driver and car. Sector 2's technical corners demand high downforce to make a quick lap.
And we've got Daniel Ricciardo there, Karun. How do you think he'll be feeling going into this one?
They must be feeling good after their fast lap times in practice. Confidence can do great things for a driver, so I'm excited to see how they handle qualifying.
Well, it's almost here. Qualifying coming up soon.
Hello everybody and welcome to round 8 of the 2024 F1 World Cup. My name is Chris, otherwise known as CFRacing, and I am your host for this series. Today, round 8 is going to be in Brazil, and we have some pretty interesting driver choices today. Not a lot changed from the last time out. All the drivers have remained the same since last time out in Saudi Arabia, or was it Saudi? Yeah, it was Saudi Arabia, yes it was, except for Juan Manuel Correa. He is replacing Logan Sargeant because Sargeant has yet to be swapped out in this World Cup. And then we also have Maini. He is also replacing Antonelli Giovinazzi for some reason. I don't know why they gave him another race. And Villeneuve is also back in. After having a great qualifying last time out, he's still replacing Stroll, even though Stroll did win a race quite recently. But yeah, we're here in Brazil for round 6. Should be or round 8, excuse me. It should be a very exciting one. If we take a look at the standings right now, Max Verstappen after Saudi Arabia, after winning last time out with Charles Leclerc scoring 0 points, Verstappen now is the World Drivers' Championship leader by 14 points out of Charles Leclerc, who's at 83. Verstappen is at 97. 3 points behind him is Lewis Hamilton. He is racing, I believe, for United Kingdom. Yes, him and Russell are going to be racing the remainder of the races. Russell has been doing better than Norris, so United Kingdom wants to win, so they're keeping Russell in that car. And you guys in the comment section also said to keep Russell in that car, which is very exciting. We've got a few guys in outlaps on here, so let's take a look at a few guys on their outlaps while we're going through the standings here. Last time out, Maini scored a point. Hulkenberg scored a point. Maini, surprisingly, doing pretty good with 3 points. I think today, Villeneuve really wants to get a point here for Team Canada. But guys, we're going to go to the end of Q1 in just a little bit. We have about 40 seconds to go left in Q1, and nobody is going out except both India cars, and it's because I'm controlling Team India. I don't know if this is a glitch in the F1 Manager game. We're in Q1 here with 30 seconds left. And I'm the only guy to send out our cars for a second run. I don't know if this is a glitch in the game currently at the moment, but I mean, I hope to God my 2 drivers can make it in because they're currently last and second last. I sent them out as late as I possibly could send them. They're barely going to make it to the line, so I guess we're just going to have to watch the laps between Daruvala and Maini, as both of them are going to be on a lap right now. But yeah, like I said, I mean, Villeneuve, Richard Verschoor, Mick Schumacher, and Gabriele Mini are going to be out. They're not on the track for some reason. It's not like it's raining as well. I mean, is the track just much slower? Who the heck knows? But we're going to take a look at the sector times here for Jehan, Daruvala, and Maini. I have no idea what's going on. This could potentially be a glitch in the F1 Manager game because it's the end of Q1. Everybody should be out. Daruvala is yellow in Sector 1, but Maini is green, so he is improving. He did have a slipstream, though. Daruvala needs a better sector here. I mean, myself controlling Team India could just be completely eliminated here. But I don't understand why Villeneuve, Richard Verschoor, Mick, and Gabriele Mini at least didn't go out. Very interesting stuff here and strategies for these countries in Brazil. Daruvala is really holding up Maini right now. I don't know if I like that. Hopefully Maini has a decent middle sector. Maini is green. Daruvala is yellow. Daruvala is not having a good lap. I hope Maini gets the slipstream of a lifetime here so we can at least improve and make it into Q2, and then maybe I can get at least 1 car in Q2. We'll have to see as they both come to the line. Will any of them improve? They are both green and green. Maini is up to 20th and Jehan Daruvala to 22nd. So, I mean, that's going to be it for qualifying. Both my drivers are out. I think that's one of the most bugged qualifying sessions I've ever seen. I'm going to click this right now, as you guys can see. Who's going to be on pole? It's going to simulate. And Alexander Albon is on pole for the international team with Max Verstappen in second, and George Russell for the United Kingdom in third. Fernando Alonso is fourth for Spain, with Daniel Ricciardo in fifth for Australia. Andrea Kimi Antonelli sixth for Italy. What a qualifying for the young Italian. Carlos Sainz seventh, Charles Leclerc in eighth, the GOAT Nicholas Latifi in ninth, with Jack Doohan in P10. Hulkenberg's 11th, with Esteban Ocon in 12th. Hamilton, oh, huge right there. Lewis Hamilton down in P13. Correa 14th, Jack Crawford 15th, Gasly I think it's 16th, Jacques Villeneuve 17th for sure, and then all these guys we saw a little bit earlier on. Like I said, I don't know what the heck happened in that qualifying session, why nobody else went out, but yeah, we're going to get to the race, I guess.
There's a terrific atmosphere here in Interlagos as the drivers prepare for 71 laps of scintillating action.
Brazil loves a home racer, and none more so than the brilliant Ayrton Senna. His victory here at Interlagos in 1991, fighting a broken gearbox, is one of the most emotional moments in F1 history.
The Sao Paulo track is beautifully designed to present an enticing challenge for teams and drivers alike. Between medium-speed S-corners, hill climbs, and the high-speed section after Junsao, this circuit calls for cars to have a balanced setup to succeed here. It's race day, and final preparations are underway. Well, it's great to have you with us, folks, as we settle in for the weekend's Grand Prix action.
Well, they're in P7, so not necessarily where they'd like to be. Could be a challenge, all right.
But there's no more time left. We've got a race on our hands. And now,
all right, everybody, we got the 5 red lights coming on for the World Cup Round 8 in Brazil. Albon on pole, Verstappen beside him. It's lights out and away we go. It's going to be a wet one later on, but as it stands right now, it is completely bone dry as Albon looks like he is going to be defending into turn 1 with Verstappen and Russell side by side in turn 2, and now going into turn 3. Russell up into P2. Great start for the Great British driver after being the reserve. Basically now is the starter, but Verstappen's not going to let this up. Verstappen wants P2 in this race. He's going to try and extend his championship lead, and at the moment, if it ends like this, he will be extending his lead on Charles Leclerc, who's 14 points behind him with just... we got 3 races to go because we're on lap 1 here, but really after this, 2 races to go. But can Fernando Alonso make a move on Max Verstappen? It'll be very interesting to see what these guys can do. There is rain in the forecast. It says, what does it say, around lap 13, 14, the rain is supposed to come, and everybody is going to be pitting onto what looks like it's going to be intermediate tires. That's what the strategy is saying today, but who knows? The rain could hold off, or the rain can just come earlier. We'll have to see, but it looks like Russell is gonna go for the lead right now. He's already right in the slipstream of Alexander Albon. Now he pulls up, but he's going to be almost side by side, wheel to wheel, front wheel to rear wheel with Russell and Albon as they're heading into lap 2 right now. It's lap 2, and Verstappen also is going to try and make it 3 wide. It's going to be close. Russell is just very, very nippy close. Oh, he's side by side with Albon into turn 1. Here goes turn 2. Now they're rounding turn 3. This is where Verstappen made excellent overtakes into the 2016 Brazilian Grand Prix. One of the times it's not wet, but now we have DRS. Can George Russell on lap 2 make a move on Alexander Albon? What about Fernando Alonso? Is he going to make a move on Max Verstappen? They're side by side as Alonso, he did this move against Perez in 2023 to take a podium with 1 lap to go. He made the move. He's up in the 3rd. What about Russell? He's right on the back of Alexander Albon. Great battling there, but Verstappen and Alonso were still side by side here on lap 2. Alonso has had not a terrible World Cup. He's currently sitting 6th in the standings, and he did score points last time out, but from Australia to Japan, he scored 0 points. But even Carlos Sainz scored 0 points. That really took the Spanish team out of the running for the Constructors' Championship right now. Leading currently is the United Kingdom with 161. Spain is even behind Canada at the moment, as Canada has been doing somehow just absolutely amazing. Latifi has 27 points and Stroll has 58. I don't know what's going on with Canada, but they're absolutely guns a-blazing right now. Speaking of guns a-blazing, here goes George Russell with DRS. Same with Verstappen and Alonso. They're going to... Oh, I thought they were going to be 3 wide, but Verstappen is now up into P2. Russell in the lead here in Brazil on lap 3. Excellent racing there. Now we have the British driver versus the Dutch driver. It's not the British driver you guys would think. It's not Lewis Hamilton versus Verstappen. It's George Russell versus Verstappen as Verstappen blows by with the DRS, but Russell's hanging it around the outside. They both go off the track. Oh my goodness. That was... Verstappen clearly forced Russell wide there, as now Albon is back up into P2. Russell's probably not going to be happy with that. That's shades of 2021 Verstappen and Hamilton there. I'm sure that's going to give everybody some war flashbacks if you're a Hamilton or Verstappen fan. Personally, I'm a Charles Leclerc fan. He's running in P7 right now. I don't know where he started. I think it was 7th. Maybe he was 9th. I can't remember. But he's still running in 7th. Everybody, we have yellow flags. What has happened here? Jack Crawford. Oh, he's in the wall. Safety cars deployed. What has happened? That's Juan Manuel Correa. Never mind. That's not Jack Crawford. I just subbed him in recently. What happened to Juan Manuel Correa? He was running. He was doing all right. He wasn't doing that bad. He was behind his teammate. And he just did. I think Carlos Sainz did that. He just kind of ran into the wall. Sainz did this this year in the wet in Brazil. But now Juan Manuel Correa just bended into the wall.
While all that was happening, the crew in the garage...
Yeah, the U.S. team, they've had a lot of damage so far in this World Cup. I'm not going to lie to you guys. But I guess maybe it would be better if Logan Sargeant was in that car. But the safety car is out at the moment. Both my drivers, how are they doing? They're looking all right. I guess I was supposed to put them in aggressive mode. I didn't realize that. Whoops-a-daisies. But yeah, Juan Manuel Correa out of this race. I don't believe anybody's going to be coming into the pits because the rain is coming. It says lap 14. I don't really know what lap I'm on currently. We're on lap 4 there. We just saw it. Safety car is going to be coming out, and I'll see you guys at the end of the safety car period. Unless someone pits. I doubt they will, but maybe they will. Now, at the end of the safety car period, you can see the rain has started. You can see it's way darker than it was before. Everybody's still on their starting set of slicks tires here. I wouldn't be surprised if people's tires do start overheating, but Verstappen is in the lead. It looks like it's wet. It's not, I can't tell. There are raindrops. You can see raindrops falling right now. It is going to be wet very, very soon. And I mean, if it wasn't a safety car, it would be lap maybe 12, 13, maybe 11 at the moment. But since there was a safety car, they lapped a little bit slower. Now it's lap 8. Everybody is... I mean, they're putting in not good sectors at the moment. We have yellow flags. What just happened here? We have a virtual safety car for Jacques Villeneuve, I would assume. What happened? Oh, Jacques Villeneuve is in the wall, kind of. I mean, I would swap him out for Lance Stroll next time, that's for sure. What happened to Jacques as the rain just started? Oh, he just... Did he hit the wall? Oh, he did hit the wall. I wasn't sure if he hit the wall or not. That sucks for Jacques Villeneuve. I don't believe he's out of this race. And yeah, Team Canada clearly not happy about that. And as a Canadian, I'm not happy about that. I totally didn't forget to swap Lance Stroll back in the car. But the virtual safety car is out. Hopefully nobody else crashes in this race. It looks like it's going to be a race for... Oh, Villeneuve is out of this race, unfortunately. That does suck for him. But look at this. Andrea Antonelli, I didn't even run down the grid yet, is in 5th. Let's run down the grid while we're in this virtual safety car period here, as Max Verstappen is currently in the lead. No surprise there. It's a wet race in Brazil. Alexander Albon is running in P2 for Team International, flying the flag for the international team. Not that there's really a flag. Russell in 3rd for Great Britain or the United Kingdom. Alonso running in 4th. Oh, we got drivers coming to the pits. No, we have a few. Verstappen stayed out. Okay. Hold on. As I'm running through the grid here, we got some drivers coming into the pits. Albon was the lead driver to come in. Let's see, are they going to go on to inters? Because I totally didn't forget to pit the Team India cars. I'm not going to lie. What tires are they going to go on? Those are intermediates. Okay, I should probably make a tire change right now. Yeah, this lap. You definitely want to go on this lap. So Verstappen is staying out. Antonelli is staying out. Charles Leclerc is staying out. Sainz has stayed out. Everyone up until Maini has stayed out, and everybody else here, we're still in VSC conditions, by the way. It's not full safety car, it's VSC, which I didn't think you could. No, you can pit easily under VSC. That's a different rule. Maybe that's an F2 rule. So 13 down has pitted for a fresh set of inters, and the VSC is still going, so they basically just got a cheap pit stop. Verstappen hasn't pitted. Antonelli hasn't pitted. Charles Leclerc hasn't pitted. 1 and 3 now currently sitting in this race are the top 2 in the Drivers' Championship at the moment. They haven't pitted. this could be very interesting at the moment. Hamilton did pit. He's third in the driver's standings. United Kingdom thinks there's going to be more rain in the forecast, and I tend to agree with the United Kingdom strategy here. I don't know what Verstappen's going to do, as we still are under virtual safety car conditions. Now, the track condition has changed to damp. Will Verstappen come into the pits here? Could he have pulled a blinder? No. Oh, he is coming in. Okay. Everybody else is going to be coming in. I guess they saw what the other drivers are doing. But under these, if the VSC tends to end right now, this would be huge for all these other drivers 13 and down. We're going to see where Verstappen comes out. Same with Albon here. I mean, at the moment, as it stands, Verstappen should retain the lead. A few cars that double stack, they're probably going to lose a little bit of time. But at the moment, Verstappen should retain the lead if they went by pit road conditions. Hold on, was that Charles Leclerc overcutting Max Verstappen in the pits? Verstappen must have just got held up a little bit, but Leclerc now, somehow, I have no clue how this even happened, is out ahead as the safety car VSC is ending now, as there's Albon, and that's Daniel Ricciardo behind Albon. Verstappen is down into 6th here. Has the international team just pulled the biggest blinder in the history of blinders? They're 1-3 at the moment. Albon in the lead. Daniel Ricciardo P2 at the end of this virtual safety car period, and Charles Leclerc is in 3rd. Verstappen is down into 6th after the virtual safety car period. What happened there? But Albon is in the lead with Charles Leclerc in 3rd. 1-3 right now for the international team. This is exactly what they needed out of this race at the moment. Obviously, the race has just started. There's still 61 laps to go. Anything could happen. But right now, it's looking like an absolute blinder for the international team. As look at Daniel Ricciardo. I think DRS is disabled because it is wet. Let's see what happens here. Ricciardo's trying to get in the slipstream of Alexander Albon. Can Daniel Ricciardo, the honey badger, the man dropped from the V-Carb team mid-season? As no, he's not even going for the lead. Charles Leclerc is going for P2 right now for Team International. This could be huge for the championship. I thought this was a terrible strategy for the international team, and all of a sudden, they're 1-2 at the moment as Ricciardo is battling Charles Leclerc, but now Charles Leclerc wants the lead from Albon. If I were Albon, I'd give that up, my guy, as Charles Leclerc's going to be side-by-side with Alexander Albon. No, he's not. He's side-by-side with Daniel Ricciardo as he forces Ricciardo off the track just like Verstappen did to Russell on lap 2, but now it's a 1-2 for the international team. I can't believe what I'm watching right now. What an absolute strategic masterclass at the moment. Obviously, like I said, 60 laps to go in this race. Anything could happen. But Verstappen is down into 6th, and he's battling the GOAT right now, Nicholas Latifi. Go on, Latifi. Unsung hero of this World Cup, by the way. He has a podium, and he's got like a P5. He's been absolutely unbelievable for this Team Canada team. And speaking of Team Canada, they have a win with Lance Stroll in Japan. Like, can you believe what has happened in this World Cup? I mean, out of all the drivers, I would be baffled to say I would see Lance Stroll win a race. But right now, we're battling for the win of this race is Charles Leclerc and Alexander Albon, 2 international cars having a strategic masterclass at the moment. Obviously, I could eat my words right now, but look at this. Albon retains the lead. If I was international, I'd be putting up blockers left, right, and center, and the track has just changed to dry. DRS is enabled? What? It's raining. The track is not dry. What is the FIA doing? This says DRS is enabled, but it must have enabled after the leaders got to this DRS zone because they don't have DRS and the guys behind do. As there's Daniel Ricciardo getting forced off again by Charles Leclerc. Ricciardo, you can see they're running out of grip here. Maybe their tires are overheating. Verstappen did end up dispatching Latifi. Verstappen is up into 5th, but Leclerc now has to get away from Albon because Verstappen's on the back of all these guys. Luckily for Verstappen, he's up into 4th. Oh, I thought he was in 5th. He's up to 4th. He just overtook Fernando Alonso. Verstappen in damp conditions in Brazil is just on a whole different level to any other driver in the world. We saw it happen in Brazil in 2024. We saw that race. Verstappen went from what, P17 to the win. He had one of the greatest drives of all time. But at the moment, we could be watching one of the greatest strategies of all time. We're on lap 12 out of 71. I don't think I made a single cut in this video besides a safety car so far. It's going absolutely crazy. We're 20 minutes in as Charles Leclerc is going to have DRS. I believe he should at least have DRS. No, he doesn't have DRS. Why doesn't he have DRS? But either way, doesn't matter because he's going to be side by side with Alexander Albon heading into turn 1. Charles Leclerc and Albon, the Team International teammates, as Leclerc now up into the lead here in Brazil. Will we have a Verstappen versus Leclerc battle here? That would be huge. Verstappen, he's got DRS now. I don't know why Leclerc didn't have DRS down the main straight, unless it's only enabled here. I don't know what's going on with the F1 Manager game, but look at Max Verstappen. He's side by side with Daniel Ricciardo. Former Red Bull teammates. Verstappen wants P3 in this race. He wants to chase after the international cars. And I see a little bit of sunshine. Did you guys see that there? There was a little bit of sunshine coming out after that corner. I mean, it's still rainy. You can see the raindrops falling. Look, it's sunny in this section of the track. It's kind of getting shades of Zandvoort. And I don't know what's going on, but this race has thrown up absolutely everything at the moment. I can't believe what I'm watching. We've got 2 DNFs already. We had a virtual safety car and a regular safety car. As you saw, one of the Canadian cars, I guess that's the only one. That's Nicholas Latifi. He ran a little bit wide there. But we'll see if Albon now will make a move on Charles Leclerc. I mean, I don't know why DRS isn't enabled here, but it's enabled down the back straight after turn 1. Very interesting stuff. No, it is enabled now. I'm so confused to why Charles Leclerc didn't have DRS last time, but you can see that the sun is out. Albon's going to go for the lead. Ricciardo's going to try and make it 3 wide. Verstappen's now sending it to the inside of Daniel Ricciardo. Albon's back in the lead. Leclerc's P2. We got Ricciardo defending against Verstappen for 3rd right now. Team Australia versus the Dutch team, the Netherlands. Max Verstappen. Even Richard Verschoor's having a pretty good race for the Netherlands team. It's going to be a DRS drag race as Leclerc and Albon are side by side heading into this corner. Here is Leclerc back into the lead. Verstappen runs Ricciardo off the track again like he did to Russell. He's up into P3. Can Verstappen now get P2 away from Alexander Albon? As I thought he was going to send it to the inside there. He thought better of it. But Verstappen, we have yellow flags. Where are these yellow flags? What has happened? Okay, nothing has happened. Doesn't look like it. Was it Jack Crawford? It might have been Jack Crawford. It was Jack Crawford. He had a lock up there. I saw a little bit of a gear, which this race is throwing up everything at the moment. I love Brazil. Brazil throws up a banger absolutely every single time I watch it. We're now on lap 20 in this race, and Verstappen has managed to get his way to the lead with the help of DRS. Verstappen in the lead right now with Charles Leclerc running in P2. The 2 championship protagonists right now, 1 and 2, with Alexander Albon running in 3rd right now. It looks like it is getting a little bit damper. The rain is falling a little bit harder now. Daniel Ricciardo running in 4th for Team Australia, with George Russell running in 5th for the United Kingdom. Fernando Alonso is running in 6th for Spain, probably getting some pretty solid points for him today, with the GOAT Nicholas Latifi running in P7. Nico Hulkenberg is running in P8, looking for his first ever podium in like anything really. Was Charles Leclerc going to make a move here? Hold on a minute. Let's stay on board. I was in P8. Can Leclerc send it to the inside of Verstappen here? Oh, they're side by side. Charles Leclerc with the on-board cam. Did he dispatch Verstappen? No, he didn't. They're side by side on lap 21. This is the first time these two have been side by side. It looks like Charles Leclerc has taken the lead back from Max Verstappen on lap 21, but can Albon now get into this fight? They might go 3 wide. Please do not go 3 wide in this corner. Oh, thank goodness they didn't. That could have been very scary. We're going to go back to the running order. I think we were talking about Gabriele Mini, who's running in P9 there, with Esteban Ocon for the French team, highest placed French driver at the moment. He's running in P10. Lewis Hamilton is running in 11th, with Richard Verschoor running in 12th. I'm a little disappointed by Hamilton today. It's wet weather and he's not doing too good. Jack Doohan is running in 13th for Australia, with Pierre Gasly running in 14th for the French team. Andrea Kimi Antonelli had a great start to the race, but the tire strategy has not paid off for him. He's in 15th. Carlos Sainz did not work well for him. He had a good qualifying, but terrible strategy as well. He's in 16th. Jehan Daruvala, don't know why he's so slow. He's in P17. Are his tires overheating? No, they're not. I don't know why he's so slow. Mick Schumacher running in 18th. He's pretty slow. Kush Maini running in P19. He's also slow. And Jack Crawford has a big issue. It looks like he is in dead last. But we might have another battle between Charles Leclerc and Verstappen here, and we do have a battle here. Look at Verstappen just putting he just outbreak Leclerc like crazy. What a move for Max Verstappen to take the lead away from Charles Leclerc again. We have some excellent battles. Let's go with is there a helmet cam? I think there's helmet cam. Let's go with the helmet cam for a lap. We're on board with Charles Leclerc as we're on the helmet cam as he's chasing Max Verstappen. It's clearly not wet enough to see any spray. You can see this. Look at Leclerc. Is he going to send it to the inside here? This could be very close. Oh, Verstappen takes a wider line into that corner. A little bit interesting strategy there. Very interesting stuff there. But it looks like it's getting brighter. If you take a look at the helmet cam of Charles Leclerc, it kind of looks like it's sunny. But if I were to go to like the offboard, it definitely is it's a little brighter. It's a little brighter, but still not bright enough for any anybody to think it's anywhere near not damp at the moment. Now back on to lap 30, you can see it's getting slightly darker with the weather radar. Albon is now back in the lead. He did overtake Verstappen just a while ago, but Verstappen is still running in P2 at the moment. He's just minding his business, saving his tires. I don't know if these inters can go to the end of this race here, but it would be pretty interesting if they could. They got another 41 laps to go on these tires. Charles Leclerc just minding his own business in third. Like I said, at the moment, still looking like a great point stay for the international team. Daniel Ricciardo is running still in fourth. He's just minding his own business with for Team Australia. Maybe trying to maybe grab a win, maybe a podium. We'll have to see. George Russell still in fifth with Fernando Alonso running in sixth. Not much is going on right now as there's no DRS. I don't know why everyone went so wide there. What the heck was that? Look at the GOAT, Nicholas Latifi, running in P7. I don't know what he's eaten right now, but he's been like an absolute demon on the racetrack. Hulkenberg is still running in P8. We're going to go on board with Verstappen here as I think he's going to try and make a move on Alexander Albon as we get the helicopter cam. What can Max Verstappen do? Will he send it on Albon into turn one? Looks like he's winding up a send here as he does send it on Albon as Albon cannot defend the outside, which then turns to the inside as Verstappen is now back into the lead on lap 31 with 40 laps to go in this Grand Prix. It's a spicy one here in Brazil. Let's see what's going to keep going on. Put your predictions in the comment section down below. Who do you think is going to win? It's going to rain like this. Oh, as Albon sends it to the inside. He runs Verstappen off the track. Oh my goodness. The helicopter is going crazy right now as we're on the onboard. The helmet cam of Max Verstappen. What a bold move from Alexander Albon. I didn't think he was going to send it there, and he just decided to absolutely send it. Great move there for Alexander Albon as we were just running through the grid. We got Gabriele Mini still holding on to points here, but he's going to have to defend against Lewis Hamilton, which will be really tough. Gasly running in P12. Let's get the onboards with him. He's in 12th with Jack Doohan running in 13th. Richard Verschoor still running in 14th for the Netherlands. Really, Netherlands, like I said, all one-man team. Verstappen scored all their points. Sainz running in 15th. Antonelli running in 16th. Jehan Daruvala 17th. Mick Schumacher been very disappointing. Definitely gonna have to swap him out for Seb in 18th. Kush Maini in 19th. And Jack Crawford still running in dead last. But I think we're gonna have another move from Max Verstappen. Let's see, round 3, round 4. Charles Leclerc side by side with Verstappen, and Verstappen's going to send it to the inside of Albon. Look, Verstappen could not brake as late as he wanted to because he was side by side with Charles Leclerc. Could this give Albon time to get away as the rain looks like it is falling a little bit harder now? Certainly looks like it's falling harder, but Verstappen wants to try to make a move right now on Albon. Is he going to send it to this corner? He doesn't, but it's very close between all these drivers at the moment on lap 32 out of 71. 39 laps to go in this race. We're on lap 46 here as Verstappen and Leclerc have been commentating on this lap after lap. Have been flip-flopping with Albon and Ricciardo. Ricciardo was in the lead at one point, but I'm back here right now because Jack Crawford just came out of the pits on a new set of intermediate tires. I don't know if he can go to the end on these things. I mean, he's obviously Jack Crawford will be able to go to the end. And everybody else, they're catching the back of him. I want to see what will happen at the moment with these blue flags. Will he just let everybody by, or will he like slow down a bunch of other drivers like I'm just saying right now? Look at that Verstappen. This could be exactly what he needs as Leclerc did get away, but let's see how the other drivers navigate getting around the lapped car of Jack Crawford here. Let's watch Jack Crawford. He's slowing all these drivers down. What is going on here? This could shake up the rest of the race. Look at Latifi, the GOAT right there. Jack Crawford is like a bowling pin right now. I don't know what he's doing. He's like a mobile chicane. Look at all these drivers going side by side. We got Hulkenberg, we got Ocon, all of these guys battling. Leclerc did end up staying within 0.3 of a second behind Verstappen, but in Albon is a second behind Charles Leclerc. Could have these two, Charles Leclerc and Verstappen, finally found their way or their gap or their opportunity to break away as they're trying to go side by side? They thought better of it, but Albon, now he's getting back closer as he's not battling with these guys, so it might be a top 4 because look at this, George Russell 3 seconds behind the leader. That's what Jack Crawford did. He caused a huge gap between the top 4 to 5th right now. I don't know what Jack Crawford was doing there, just moving out of the way in terrible spots. That sucks for Jack Crawford. Honestly, I might put Kush Maini at this point. There's really, I mean, you got nothing to lose. Let's put him on this lap here and tell him to go like push mode or something. I don't know what's going on because all these guys are super slow. But let's see. We're gonna try and change up the strategy a little bit. But as the strategy is changing, Verstappen and Leclerc still battling for the win here in Brazil. Leclerc needs this win to make this title fight somewhat close, and Verstappen needs this win to pull away from Charles Leclerc, but they're already side by side. There's no DRS enabled at this moment. Leclerc got an excellent exit. What tires are these people at? What percentage? We got 70 for Verstappen, 71 for Leclerc, so Leclerc has slightly newer tires as Leclerc sends it into turn 1. He takes the lead. No, he doesn't. They're still side by side. Verstappen does not want to give this up. I think he's going to have to give it up here as Leclerc now back into the lead here in Brazil. Lap 48 out of 71. What excellent battling we have between the former incident rivals as we're going to take a look at Kush Maini's pit stop. Oh, he's already out of the... Is he out of the pits? No, he's not out of the pits yet. He hasn't done his pit stop. Let's see Maini. We got the Drive to Survive cam. Oh, look at this. That's absolutely lovely. He's going on to new inters. I have no idea if this is going to work, but he's dead last anyway, so you might as well try something a little bit different. I believe I put him into push mode. Go on, Kush Maini. See if something happens. Maybe you'll capitalize, but like I said, I got really no faith in that. I'm going to be honest here. But that 48 out of 71, we got some excellent battling all race between this top 4. Looks like Russell and Alonso actually overtook Russell, excuse me. Alonso is now catching up. He overtook Russell. He's catching up to the top 4. He's trying to pull all these guys along. The wet has made this race very interesting as there is no DRS for most of this race. It did get a little bit dry at one point as Verstappen now going back for the lead here. I don't know if Albon and Ricciardo are going to get back into this. I would not be surprised if they do, because they're looking very close. As Verstappen, is Leclerc going to outbreak Verstappen? This might be the first time all race that somebody actually defended Verstappen in that corner there. Now this can put Verstappen on the back foot of Albon. Maybe not. Albon did not get a good exit, but can Charles Leclerc defend from Verstappen here? I think he's going to be able to. I don't think Verstappen's going to be close enough. Yeah, he's not. There goes. Oh, what do we have here? Verstappen runs Albon super wide. That gives Daniel Ricciardo an opportunity, and he took that opportunity, and he's up into P3. Can Daniel Ricciardo, I believe he's got the freshest tires out of all these guys. Yes, he does. Look at that. Ricciardo 72%, Verstappen 69% nice, and Charles Leclerc on 70% tires. Albon on 66. He's really worn out his tires. I don't know how he's been pushing, but he's definitely taken more out of his tires than everybody else right now. Looking very interesting there. Very, very interesting. Maybe Daniel Ricciardo now, the Australian honey badger, can he put pressure on the Flying Dutchman Max Verstappen as Verstappen sent it to the inside of that corner there, trying to get a good exit. Looks like he did get a good exit. He's going to be very close to Charles Leclerc. I think he's going to be able to make a move here. They already are side by side. This is what Leclerc did to Verstappen. Looks like there's a lot of traction going off that inside line. Verstappen goes to the inside, fakes to the outside. Now he's around the outside. Can Leclerc defend the inside here? What interesting defensive driving there for Leclerc. I haven't seen that all race as well. But Leclerc, knowing where to put his car right now, ends up blocking Max Verstappen. Very interesting racing between the two there. They know how to give each other plenty of space. Now can the opportunistic Daniel Ricciardo take a move? Or what about Albon? Can he make a move on Ricciardo? He doesn't. But none of these guys run wide for this time out. Very exciting racing between them there. But we got this top 4. We got Alonso 2 seconds behind this top 4 as he's trying to defend all these guys. Can Hulkenberg get into this position? If Hulkenberg gets up to the top 4, he could even get onto the podium for the first time ever, which would be absolutely unbelievable. I was just talking about Nico Hulkenberg, and apparently he just ran wide. Yeah, you could see he did, and he lost the position there. No, he didn't actually. That wasn't that bad. We had a yellow flag for that, which is really stupid. He didn't even lose a position, which is... With 15 laps to go in this race, it's getting slightly darker, but Charles Leclerc is still your race leader. He would be gaining currently 7 points right now to Verstappen, putting the point difference of 7 between them with 2 races to go after this in Brazil. We go to Canada, and then we go to Vegas to end it out. Verstappen currently running in P2, probably going to overtake Charles Leclerc here. Daniel Ricciardo running in 3 at the moment. It looks like it's a 2-horse race, but we'll have to see if Ricciardo can somehow make a move. Leclerc looks like he's going to be defending the inside. Let's watch this, the defense by Leclerc here. He does end up defending. Good job there from the POV of Daniel Ricciardo. Albon still running in 4th, having a good race for the international team. Fernando Alonso running in 5th. He's finally looks like he's going to be scoring good points for Spain. George Russell still running in P6 for the United Kingdom. Nico Hulkenberg, he went wide a little bit earlier on. He's running in P7 for Germany. Esteban Ocon running in P8 for Team France. The GOAT, Nicholas Latifi, might be going back-to-back point scoring. P9 for Team Canada. Lewis Hamilton running in a 10th for the United Kingdom. Double points day for the United Kingdom at the moment. Carlos Sainz has fought his way back up to 11th, but he has 8 seconds behind of Lewis Hamilton as we have yellow flags somewhere. What happened to Gabriele Mini? Looks like he just ran wide. I saw him drop down the field there. That sucks for him. He had a lockup. Let's take a look at the replay of this lockup. What happened to Gabriele Mini? He wasn't battling anybody at the moment, but looks like he did just run wide. Yeah, very heavy on the brakes, ran completely wide, lost like 3 or 4 spots. That sucks for Gabriele Mini. He's now into 18th. I think we were looking at Gasly, who was in 12th. Jehan Daruvala running in 13th. Low-key, a very quiet but very good race for Daruvala. Jack Doohan is running in 14th. Mick Schumacher is running in 15th. Richard Verschoor, another one of those Netherlands drivers who just doesn't do good. He's in 16th. Antonelli running in 17th. Gabriele Mini running in 18th. What a terrible race for Team Italy today. Maini running in 19th. He pitted, but like he's not really. He's actually getting pretty close to these guys. He's running in 19th. And Jack Crawford is still running in dead last. He's so far behind, but he has a lot of damage. Right now, 5 laps to go. It is sunny outside. Daniel Ricciardo is your leader. I mean, I don't think DRS is enabled at all, but is it going to be a win? Everybody's on inters. Who will manage these tires the best with this drying track at the moment? 5 laps to go. The first 5 laps were dry. The other 65 were wet. And it seems like the last 5 laps are going to be dry in this race. Ricciardo and Verstappen battling for the win with Charles Leclerc in P2. Alexander Albon third. I don't know why DRS is not enabled. It's clearly a dry track at the moment here. Let's see, anybody else putting green sectors in? Doesn't look like. We have some green sectors actually between Maini and Jack Crawford. I might bite the bullet right now and put Maini. I'm gonna put him in. I'm gonna put him on. I'm gonna put him onto slicks. I might as well. He's gonna be the scapegoat for this race. 5 laps to go. We're gonna put him on, see what happens here. But Verstappen in the lead. Will he be able to defend against Daniel Ricciardo? I mean, the track, you could see the spray just a little bit coming off the cars, but to me, I mean, it's bone dry. If you look at it, it's dry. Everybody's still on inters. I'm surprised nobody's tires are overheating at the moment. You can see 55 tire wear to 59. If it gets really hot, this tire wear is going to drop off an absolute cliff. And there's no DRS right now. I don't know if Ricciardo's going to be able to make a move right now on Max Verstappen. This could be what Verstappen needs. He's only 4/10 behind, but I'd be throwing, if I were the FIA, I'd be throwing the DRS on right now. Give an absolute showdown to the end of this race here, but can Daniel Ricciardo get in the slipstream of Max Verstappen? He's going to try to send it to the inside, the last of the late breakers. Daniel Ricciardo sends it to the inside of Verstappen. He's now up into the lead. The Australian, what a dive bomb for Daniel Ricciardo. Absolutely unbelievable. What about Charles Leclerc? Can Charles Leclerc now make a move on Max Verstappen? Can he get up into P2 or will Verstappen send it to the inside? No, we got Leclerc and Verstappen going side by side. Verstappen runs Leclerc off the track just a little bit there. I think that's completely fair racing. We got Maini coming into the pits for those softs. We'll have to check his sector times because he's gonna, it's dry. I mean, I'm telling you guys, it is dry. I mean, I don't know how nobody's setting green sectors. I mean, Jack Crawford is, but he's on like the newest set of inters out of everybody. Maini's still out ahead of Jack Crawford, by the way, which is so embarrassing for Crawford. He's having a terrible race. Oh, Verstappen ran a little bit wide there. Can Charles Leclerc make an opportunistic move? I can't believe the DRS is not enabled. I've said this many times, but the DRS should be enabled right now. And we're going to have to watch the sector times of Maini as he just went purple. Did I just see that right? He just had the fastest lap somehow. I'm totally not going to pit Jehan Daruvala right now. We're just going to throw him out there. You guys did not see that. I'm totally not trying to manipulate this. But yeah, Jehan Daruvala is not going to be coming into the pits as Ricciardo and Verstappen are still defending each other here with 3 laps to go. Daruvala, that's me who put him in the pits. But Daruvala is in the pits. 3 laps to go. I don't know what's going to go on here. I mean, it would be dumb for the leaders to make a pit stop here. But let's see what all these other guys can do as Verstappen is now battling as hard as he can against Daniel Ricciardo. We saw 55% tire wear before. What are they at now? I mean, it's super dry, 58 to 53. Ricciardo has nursed his tires the best. I would love to see an Australian Daniel Ricciardo victory. The track condition has just changed to dry. Has Jehan Daruvala pulled an absolute blinder out on everybody, honestly, at the moment here. As Maini, he's probably going to get fastest lap. He's absolutely booking it right now. So is Daniel Ricciardo. I mean, it would be dumb for all these guys to get into the pits here. If they somehow manage to, if Daruvala somehow managed to put in some excellent laps, he could. I mean, I'm not going to say he would, but he could theoretically catch up to the rest of this grid here. He's on full push mode. Jehan Daruvala, you got to absolutely gun it, my guy. You're on softs, absolutely full send. That's what I want to see from him. But speaking of full send, I mean, I'm surprised DRS, like I said, is not enabled. Oh, it is enabled. Max Verstappen opened, and then he closed it. Now he's Is it close? No, Verstappen's DRS is enabled. Charles Leclerc somehow, for some reason, is closed. And now Albon's going to send it on Charles Leclerc. No, he's not. But Verstappen sends it on Daniel Ricciardo. We are on lap 70 out of 71. Ricciardo's trying to fight back here. Go on, Danny. Go on, Danny Rick. Make a move on Max Verstappen. I'm not trying to be biased. Verstappen does not have the DRS, but Charles Leclerc does. He got the excellent exit. Leclerc goes from 3rd to 1st on lap 70 out of 71. What a move there for Charles Leclerc to take the lead on these intermediate tires on this completely dry track. Absolutely unbelievable scenes here. Unbelievable scenes that we're watching today here in Brazil. I can't believe what's going on. Leclerc's in the lead. Verstappen P2, Ricciardo 3rd. It's going to come down to the final lap. Anybody in this top 5 can win this race. Really, the top 10. The top 10 are all within. I mean, how close are the top 10 right now? All within, if I were to take a look at the interval, all within 3.5 seconds, by the way. So if anything happens, any of the top 10 can win this race. If I were to put money on it right now, I think Verstappen has this in the bag. He's going to have the DRS on Charles Leclerc here, but maybe do not count out the honey badger, Daniel Ricciardo. Verstappen might have just set this up perfectly, but if Charles Leclerc can somehow manage to defend this, this would be the defense of a lifetime. Are we going to go 3 wide into turn 1? We're not, but Leclerc goes from 1st to 3rd down into one corner here. Verstappen is now asked to defend. He's not gonna, he might have DRS here, I'm not too sure, unless Daniel Ricciardo gets the DRS. Verstappen does not have the DRS. Daniel Ricciardo does. The honey badger is hunting his former teammate Max Verstappen. Here goes Daniel Ricciardo sending it to this corner as Ricciardo gives up. Why did he give up? Daniel Ricciardo, what did you do? That was your chance to send it on Verstappen and take the win. It looks like today Verstappen is going to win this race on lap 71 out of 71 in Brazil. I need another 10 laps of this. All these guys on intermediate tires. Their tires, I'm surprised they haven't fallen off a cliff. That's how hot it is on this track right now. I can't believe they're managing this. But there is one more DRS zone. Will it be Ricciardo? Will it be Verstappen? It's all going to depend on the exit here. Can somehow, I don't know if this is possible, but can Daniel Ricciardo go for the win? As he exits the final corner, will it be Ricciardo? Will it be Verstappen? Ricciardo's going to have the DRS. We have yellow flag somewhere. I don't know where the heck this yellow flag is. They have the DRS. It's going to be a drag race to the line. Ricciardo or Max Verstappen? Who's going to come across the line? It is Max Verstappen. Oh my goodness. What a finish. 111 thousandths of a second. Is that the closest finish in Formula 1 history? Look at this. Look at the replay. I can't believe what I just saw. That might be the closest finish in Formula 1 history. What a drive. Max Verstappen. Unbelievable. As Verstappen won the race with Daniel Ricciardo in P2 and Charles Leclerc in 3rd. Verstappen does end up gaining. It looks like it's going to be 10 points to Charles Leclerc today, putting his lead to, I think, 24 with 2 laps to go. But International Team gained a massive amount of points today. We're going to take a look at the driver standings in just a bit. But what a drive from Leclerc and Albon to put those cars in the 3rd and 4th.
Sometimes I think you just have to accept that it's not going to be your race.
Well, I think most people expected them to really deliver here, but it's a disappointing finish outside the points.
Well, Max Verstappen can add yet another podium to his already impressive record.
4 superb wins to their name now this year, and it's been a pleasure watching them drive.
And that means, here in Sao Paulo, it's party time. Well, Karun, how do you think they'll be feeling in the team garage at the end of that?
They'll be disappointed. Neither driver really shone here, it has to be said, and there's quite a bit of work to be done, but they'll be well aware of that.
And from our team in Sao Paulo, a big thank you for joining us this weekend.
The next round of the season will see Formula 1 return to the States as the glitz and the glamour of Las Vegas awaits.
Alrighty, everybody, after the end of round 8 in Brazil, Verstappen takes his 4th win of this World Cup. He's been pretty solid, pretty dominant so far. He has 122 points to Charles Leclerc's 98. 122 minus 98 is a 24-point lead, like I said before. Leclerc in P2 with Hamilton in third. Lance Stroll somehow still is in fourth with George Russell, probably going to pass him next race in fifth. Daniel Ricciardo was moved up to 6th with Alonso and Sainz in 7th and 8th. Albon is 9th with Lando Norris rounding out your top 10. Nicholas Latifi somehow was in 11th with Ocon in 12th and Sebastian Vettel in 13th. Piastri is 14th with Gasly 15th. Hulkenberg 16th. Daruvala 17th. Logan Sargeant is in 18th. Antonio Giovinazzi is 19th, and Maini rounds out your top 20. From 21 to 33, we have Andrea Kimi Antonelli with 1 point, and nobody else that scored a point. Between Nick De Vries in 22nd, Tsunoda's 23rd, Pepe Marti's 24th, Jack Doohan's 25th, Richard Verschoor's 26th, Mick Schumacher in 27th, Jack Crawford 28th, Hadjar's 29th, Gabriele Mini is 30th, Jacques Villeneuve is 31st, Juan Manuel Correa is 32nd, and the GOAT Mahavir Ragunathan is in dead last. In the constructor standings, the United Kingdom has a 35-point lead with 2 rounds to go ahead of the international team in P2, pretty much carried by Charles Leclerc, and the Netherlands is in third. The top 3, I think, are the only 3 who can really still win it at this point. Canada is in 4th with Spain in 5th, Australia 6th, France 7th, Germany 8th, India 9th, USA 10th, and in dead last still is Team Italy with 14 points. So guys, that is going to wrap it up for this episode of the World Cup. If you did enjoy and you want to see more, hit that like button, subscribe, share with friends, join the Discord, links in the description down below. With that being said, see you guys next time out in Canada. Goodbye.